view. Theme parks calling with that thrill seeker vibe. Vacations planned and our geek hearts thrive. We're the nerd herd, loud and proud. Geeking out, we draw a crowd. From cruises to consoles and everything rad. We live in the dream in our nerdy pad. Lightsabers clash and controllers click. Marvel debates and board game tricks. Disney rides and coasters scream. Living life like a nerdy dream. We're the nerd herd, loud and proud. Geeking out, we draw a crowd. From cruises to consoles and everything rad. We live in the dream in our nerdy pad.
Happy Halloween, everybody! I dressed up as the scariest thing that I could think of, folks. An Atlanta Falcons fan. Because, oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about the game today. But, yeah, that game was the scariest thing that I've witnessed all Halloween season. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. But welcome into the Nerd Herd. I hope that y'all can hear me well through this mask. I know if Scott is watching, he would say that this would be the best way to watch me because you don't have to see me. So without any further ado, let me unspotlight myself here, and I'll bring up my other two co-hosts who, yes, both are here. So let's bring up Mr. Azkhalon because he's got to leave us a little early tonight.
Hello. I am not dressed up. I didn't even think about that. I keep forgetting Halloween is this week.
This
Friday.
Friday.
And it's my favorite holiday, so I don't know what's going on with me.
This Friday night, and we promise he's here, folks. He's here. He's here. The camera's on. There he is. See?
Hey!
Oh, I thought he was putting on a mask or something too.
I should have. You know what? Hold on.
That would have been hilarious.
You know he's got 80 down there with him.
I'm sure. Yeah, I can throw on a wig, I guess, really quickly.
And I will say, oh, there I am. Cheap plug here on the mask. This was made, put it in front of my face so y'all can see it, by my buddy Rick, who owns his own company where he makes these Jason masks and paints them all up. And he signed, he signed this one for me. I got it for Chad. But 13X Studios is Rick's company, and he's got tons of these masks for all different varieties. So sports teams, other things in pop culture, obviously some Halloween-related decorations, but he's awesome. He was also in the movie Terrifier 2. So not the most recent one, but he made a cameo appearance in Terrifier 2. So cheap plug for Rick there. There you go. We've got the Black Panther because that's not
nice.
It's not one to stay down, but that's okay. There we go.
That is cool.
That's not cultural appropriation.
What? Hey, first of all, let's just go on record. My DNA says that I'm 4%, so I can don the Wakanda.
Oh God!
This is the part of my Harry Potter costume a few years ago on my channel.
Oh my gosh!
Wait. Actually, no, I don't want the glasses. Here's my.
Hold on. That is amazing.
I'll be Tony Stark. Not quite the right hair, but
we're assembling a team.
And I don't have batteries in this right now, so it won't make the cool noises. And let me make sure I don't flick anybody off.
Oh my gosh!
Jason's got one of those too behind him.
Oh yeah. Jason's got two of them.
Yep, I've actually got the one that's in there in my other room it's got the really big one. It's almost like 3 feet tall. Not really, but it's like 2 feet tall. It's like 30 something. I don't know. It's massive.
All right.
My gosh, yes. I could wear the Wakanda Forever mask for sure.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Let's see who all has made it in tonight. Obviously, of course, first and foremost, Mr. Mike coming in because he knew he would not be here. Last Haunted Trail Sunday, because this is the final week for Sir Henry's Haunted Trail for the Halloween season. They have Thursday night, which is their first ever like family night, where it's going to be a less scary event. I think the lights will be on and it'll be for families to walk through and stuff, which is really, really cool, I think, as kind of an introduction thing to the younger audience. Then Halloween and Saturday, November 1st, will be their last night officially. But while I have this up here with Mike's thing, I want to, because I know, we've got several folks already in here. So I've made this plea on social media before already. But for our friends that are either watching now or watching with the replay that are in the Central or South Florida area, Sir Henry's needs your help on Friday night, on Halloween night. If you have no plans, they are in need of scare actors for the night, because a lot of their performers are kids.
Oh, wow.
Or parents with kids that, and again, all volunteers, so they don't want to work Halloween night. They want to be able to go out and trick or treat. So if you have the opportunity, just go to the Sir Henry's website, fill out the volunteer information form. Trust me, as somebody who's scare acted a couple times, it is a fun night.
I'm sure that's probably one of their busiest nights too, right? With it being actually Halloween.
Well, it's been a long time since Halloween's been on a Friday too.
Yeah,
it's huge.
So if you guys have questions or need contact info, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out directly to Mike, Wolverine Man, and we can get you in touch with whoever you might want to try to get in touch with about doing that. But okay, I wanted to make sure I got that off quickly for folks to hopefully be able to do it. So let's try to get caught up, because I'm already way behind in the chat.
You are so behind.
So behind. Miss Josie Ann is here. Welcome in, Josie Ann. And Miss Mona coming in, saying hello to everybody. And it didn't take them long, but G-Dad has arrived. Went and saw G-Dad today. It's always brought up about having G-Dad on the Nerd Herd, and today he proclaimed that if we ever had him on here, it would be the end of the Nerd Herd, because everyone would then just be clamoring for the G-Dad show.
Yeah, he'll still show.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Jess actually came up with a really, really, really good idea of doing like a G-Dad segment of the week, where I just film him and giving him a platform, and we just roll it and talk about it.
That'll be hilarious.
You could edit G-Dad if you needed to.
I will need to.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't said anything about our costumes. And
stuff. We haven't got that far. He might be brainstorming. Mr. Pete is here. All right. Miss Danny is here and back from Disney.
Oh, yeah.
And then Double A is in the house, to quote Boomhauer. Wow, dang old Boom Man, man. I love Boomhauer. All right. Everybody saying hey to everybody. See, Jaden is here. Welcome in, Jaden. Good to see you. Oh, look, somebody bragging on our boy here. Azkhalon is destroying some Thirsty Thursday trivia, is what I've been hearing, just sweeping it this past week.
And it wasn't alcohol related this time. It was horror movies, which I love, and it was about Linda's. Speaking of Linda.
Linda Montemayor's in the house, as is Miss Sharon from Cruising Scene. Welcome in, welcome in. Folks are coming over from that Sea Leg Journey raid, and we appreciate that. There is Miss Mandy Smith, our neighbor, in the house. And Liz from Carnival Cruise Addicts. And then, of course, Mitch from Cam Fam in the house. Azkhalon, go ahead, cheap plug.
Yeah, so and we just got off about 30, 40 minutes ago talking to them, doing a little pre-show thing. So after this live stream, we will be, my wife and I, Dixie, will be on with the Cam fam tonight talking cruising. We're going to be asking them questions since they are veteran cruisers, and they're going to be asking us questions since, as of right now, we're newbie cruisers. So we got our first cruise book for
Yes.
next year, that Thanksgiving cruise that you guys have heard us talk about. So it's going to be exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. I got like 16 questions Dixie and I came up with to ask them, but we put them in order of priority just in case we don't get to all of them, because some of the questions are stuff, we'll probably talk to y'all about too, the Cokers and, Cam Fam about as we get closer and closer to it. But yeah, I'm excited. So I think Dixie's ready. So that'll be on right after Nerd Herd tonight.
I've got the link pinned in the top of my chat. So
I saw that.
Y'all can head over there and Nerd
Lots
Herd
of
rate it
shade
up.
will be given.
Well, I'm sure lots of shade. Lots of shade. Right. Chet is coming on over from his own raid. So appreciate you coming, Sensei Chet. Oh, let's see. Everybody's saying, hey, trying to go through, make sure I don't miss anybody. Everybody's saying, hey. It's nice when y'all say, hey, and I can just quickly scroll through.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when I see that there's over 100 comments, Oh, here, let's see. Miss Kayla Harshaw is in the house. Welcome in, Kayla.
Oh man. Never read ahead.
And let's
Never
see
read ahead.
here. Mitch is pointing out your sign, Azkhalon.
Oh yeah, I had to be ready for the next one. So it's blue, and I don't have my other light on because it'll die before. I do both live streams tonight, and so I was trying to conserve that one.
Uncle Dave has made it in the house, and he is sticking it to the man. And
if you know, you know.
That's a throwback to last night on The Usual Suspects. I tune in, and Uncle Dave is talking about how he has an antenna because he's not going to pay $130-something for cable TV. And I'm like, oh, that is why I'm not surprised with one singular bit at that about Uncle Dave.
Boy, now it's all these streaming services too, and they're turning into cable. That's what essentially the streaming services are. Dixie and I, we were watching a movie last night. We watched the first Black Phone again because we went to see the Black Phone 2 yesterday. And we were watching on Peacock, which we pay for monthly, and they still had 2-minute commercials that we had to watch, I think at the beginning and at least somewhere in the middle. And I'm like,
the reason I got off.
I'm like, we're paying already for it. Like, we shouldn't have to.
Unplugged.
Like, I get if they're offering like free movies from time to time. Some streaming services do that, and then I get having ads for that. But if we're paying for it a certain amount per month, we shouldn't have to deal with that.
I know.
Yep. Thank you, Mitch. Yes, I am wearing my Cam Fam t-shirt because I am in the Cam Fam mood today. Excited for y'all's show tonight. And then there's Mr. Dustin Anderson. Had to stop and get him some gas at the Buc-ee's.
Nice.
Can't blame you there at all. Mr. Paul is in the house. Welcome in, Mr. Paul. Glad to have you. And I saw that you became a member of the channel, Mr. Paul. Thank you very, very much. And then let's see. Look, Dustin, gas at Buc-ee's turns into 75, and you didn't even pay for the gas. Chad and I made it out of Buc-ee's without spending a dime on the last trip because we did not need gas, didn't not need food, sandwich? Just needed a bathroom stop.
Oh, okay. I got to get the brisket sandwich pretty much every time I go now.
It was not dinner time. Look at this. From the memory feed came that Captain Planet meme where the kids are streaming services. The same price as pretty much. Yeah, especially once I total in Fubo, which is basically like having cable, but that's where we watch all our sports.
Yeah.
They've really screwed this thing up. I mean, because cable was whatever it was, but like now, in order to get everything you want, you have to have multiple. Like, I need to add mine up. I need to add how much I'm spending.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And it's crazy because everybody is going to that model now to the point where, if you want to watch certain shows, you got to have this one, you got to have that one. One thing I do like about it is that I can pick stuff that I want to watch, unlike cable, I got to deal with whatever's on. And I know they don't have like everything, like, you know, it's still limited, but at least I'm like, oh, the Black Phone is on Peacock. I can go and watch that specifically, you know, on there.
Oh,
So
but what about the BBC? The BBC, we had BBC, but now they've got BBC Classic. Then
oh
they
my,
got
are you
BBC
kidding me?
Documentary. Then they got BBC whatever, and it's
And
like,
see, a lot of those used to be combined with other ones because I think they
Mhm.
started off with like HBO Max, didn't they, or something
Yes.
like that? Because I remember
Everybody's
being able
breaking
to
off
watch like Sherlock on there.
to get their own piece of the
Yeah,
pie.
exactly.
Everybody.
And some video games are trying to do that too, but I think they're failing because Ubisoft tried to do it, and then they couldn't compete. So now they're a part of Xbox.
Well, I'm sure you saw the big news out of Xbox this week.
Did I miss something?
Oh, Chad,
Hold on, I was about to say you might have heard something before
don't
me.
look it up because I need.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Hey,
talking about
come
the
on in here.
relaunch.
Get your face in the camera so they can see you.
Okay, there.
Okay.
Hey,
We're
Chad.
talking about the relaunch.
Tell Azkhalon the big news out of Xbox. What is coming?
Halo was announced for PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
Okay. Yeah, I
PlayStation?
did see
But
that.
it's the
Yeah.
next game, and the release is still
The
questionable.
the
Xbox
next game.
exclusive is coming to PlayStation. The console wars are over,
That is
folks.
crazy.
They
That is
already-
Xbox
crazy.
is
Chad,
waving
is it
the
the
white
storyline
flag.
only?
Because
on
if
Yeah.
it wasn't for Halo, Xbox wouldn't be Xbox. Like I
Mhm.
feel like Halo was what
Halo
put them
made
on the
the
map.
Xbox.
Yeah,
Halo
that's
just
made
the
it.
crazy.
storyline though. It's not like online play. It's just the storyline, isn't it? Just the
I don't know
campaign?
yet. I don't know. He is the one that announced it to me, and I double checked, and
I
it's
checked-
legit. But I haven't read anything.
it's
yet.
legit.
What was on PlayStation Plus when I typed in, I keep typing in some of the Xbox exclusives to see, and then I randomly stumbled upon the next Halo.
Yeah.
This
And I
one
love
is
Halo,
already
but the
announced,
only
and
thing
it's
I don't
already
like
out
about
on
it is the
Monday
jumping
now.
around all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't like all that.
So Scott has made it in. Welcome in, Scott. Yep, Scott. Last night, for those of y'all that weren't in the Cam Fam Cam Club members live last night, first, why aren't you a member of the Cam Club? Because it's a fun, fantastic time. But Scott said last night that all the losers from the game last night had to come and watch my live. So welcome, losers. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, I hate I missed out on it, but like I said, Dixie and I kind of had date night last night.
Glad to have you here. And then Mitch wants me to sing the Cam Fam song. I'm not going to give that away for free just on a random episode of the Nerd Herd. Mitch, why would I do that? People need to tune in if they want to hear me getting down with that. Right. All right. Making it through. Oh, I don't know if she's meaning not talking much or just volume wise, but Dixie says you're super quiet.
I
am
think she
super
means
quiet.
volume.
Volume. I'm very quiet. Okay. All right. I'll fix it.
And Danny ends by saying she was the winner last night and she still came in.
Thank you, Danny.
Yep, much appreciated, Danny. All right, fellas, I am somehow at the bottom of the chat. Thank goodness. So let me go ahead. The Halloween focus, Halloween episode tonight for us to talk about this, since our next show won't be until after Halloween. But let's start with a fairly easy one here. Favorite Halloween movie?
Oh. Like, it's got to have Halloween as like.
No, it can be a
Okay,
scary
okay.
movie, just something that you would like watching around this time of year that's going to get you in the Halloween spirit.
I would say probably for me, I love a lot of horror movies, so like pretty much all of them will get me in the spirit. But I really like The Conjuring is one of my favorite ones. So that Hocus Pocus, I mean, I still love that movie. I know it's silly.
No,
I still
you
love that
can't
movie
not
to
like
this
that. We
day.
grew up on that movie, so
Yeah. So I mean that movie is one of my favorites. So yeah, I haven't watched Hocus Pocus this year. Dixie and I watched The Conjuring probably about a month or so ago or two. But yeah, I don't necessarily have a complete favorite because I love them. I love a lot of them.
Jason.
Okay, so a couple of movies I really love. Like Sarah and I go through, we watch these movies out on the back deck with the fire going and everything. So
Nice.
we either put it on projector or we put it up on a TV that's up on the table. But we'll go through and watch the Friday the 13th series, or we'll watch The Exorcist, or we'll watch the one we really like right now. Well, The Conjuring is really good, but if you've watched the last Conjuring, the Last Rites, I
Yeah,
don't know if
I've
you've
seen
seen
that one.
the latest Conjuring, but that one's actually really odd because all the scary parts like just made my body tingle. But we like to go out and watch that. But I really like just all the Halloween movies, the ones with Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are just some classics that when I think about Halloween, that's what I think about.
Yeah, I would say the latest Conjuring is probably my second favorite now of the series. I don't know though. I still like the second one too pretty well. I mean, the
When she
first
was
one's my
trying on
favorite.
that dress, when she
The
was
first,
trying on that wedding dress.
yeah, oh yeah, that part.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hate
that part
that
was really
so
cool.
bad. Oh, Chad,
They
do you
had,
watch movies?
I know
You
I
seen it?
couldn't film in there, but they had that part
Did
in
they
the.
have that part in? Oh man, I really wish I
Yeah,
got to go to Fright Fest.
yeah, that was in there. So, but
That's
I
scary.
think for me, it's got to be OG Friday the 13th at the top. Which is weird to say because Jason really he's not Jason yet in that movie.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the original is there at the top for me. Also, OG Paranormal Activity.
Oh wow, yeah.
Before they took that series and ran it to the ground, I really loved the original. And then just for comedy's sake, I got to go 1990s Addams Family. I mean, that is so good. And for, all the roles that Christopher Lloyd has played in his career, he says that Uncle Fester is his favorite character to play, which you can see why, because it's such a fun character. And like that's who Christopher Lloyd is to me. He's Doc Brown and Uncle Fester, and he's done so many other things, but those two are iconic. But yeah, I love
Have
Hocus
you guys ever
Pocus.
seen?
Huh?
Have you ever seen the movie Meet Me in St. Louis?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's like an old movie, but like they do the Halloween scene where they come back and little Tootie comes in and goes, she but when they go out and do all the trick or treating and tricking people and everything, that's crazy. They like burn things in the streets and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
Oh yeah,
that
I've
one's
seen
a
it.
pretty funny
Dixie
Halloween
actually,
the way people
Dixie
use it.
loves old movies, so we watched that at some point.
If Chad were in here, he would say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
But he would watch that now and in December. It's a Halloween and a
Man,
Christmas
Christmas.
movie for him. He loves that movie. Let's see here, Greg came in. Welcome in, Greg. Good to see you, Greg's Game Room. And then Double A's got some sad news to pass along as the Space Family Robinson is now just the children. June
Oh, June
Lockhart
Lockhart
passed
passed away. I didn't know.
That is
I didn't even
hard.
know she was still alive.
No, I didn't know that either.
That's awesome. 100 years.
Azkhalon likes Hocus Pocus. Yep. So there you go. Dixie's telling on you. Danny says Halloween Town on Disney. Those are.
Oh yeah, I remember Halloween Town.
I actually like the Goosebumps movies that they produced over the
Oh,
last little bit. Those have been good.
Oh, those
And,
are actually really good. Yeah.
and the Fear Street movies on Netflix.
I liked the
R.L.
second
Stine
one.
Fear Streets were good.
The second one, I haven't seen the prom one yet. But Dixie and I watched the trilogy one.
And
The second
Yeah.
one was really good. I mean,
Chad-
they all were good, but
If you've not watched the Hill House movie shows on
Hill House is fantastic.
oh yeah,
Hill
I
House
need
is
to watch that
fantastic.
too.
See, y'all just binged Agatha All Along. That is a very
Yeah.
good Halloween series.
I've not
there.
watched that. Is that really good?
It was
It's
pretty
very-
good. I
it's
was
a lot-
really impressed.
It's a lot funnier than I expected it to be.
Yeah, and it was good. Good
So-
music too.
Funny. Hold on. Funny you should say this, Dixie. Let me put this up here. You like Trick or Treat?
Oh yeah,
Chad
I
is-
like that movie.
Chad is Sam for Halloween this year.
Oh wow,
That's what he
nice.
wanted. He wanted to be Sam last year, but when we went shopping for the costume, we could only find a costume that had like a hood. It didn't have the mask. and we couldn't find the mask. And he was like, well, I don't want to have to do it. Well, this year we found the costume
Nice.
with the mask. So he's going to be
That's cool.
Sam. Ty is going to be Ghostface for the second
Oh
year in a
yeah.
row.
Is he gonna stand on the porch and scare people?
Yes, he has already said he plans to do that again.
Awesome.
What are you dressing up as, Zach?
That's a good question. I do not know yet. We'll see if I dress up at all. I could go as Mitch,
Scary.
or I could go as Scott.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't do Ron. Ron's being you, which is great.
Hey, I did
So
dye the beard.
yeah, I've already decided Friday I'm not gonna stream because since it's Halloween. So I'm
Greg
doing a
says
scary game Wednesday. That'll be my Halloween game.
Friday the 13th, part 6, or just all of the Friday the 13th.
What's part
movie?
6? I gotta look that one up.
I don't know off the top of my
Is there a
head.
part
which
They,
one's
they
six
all
is.
start to blur together after the
There's
first
so
two.
many.
Is that him in space?
No,
No,
Jason
no.
X is him in space.
Yeah.
I believe.
I don't
Okay,
even think I've
part
watched
6
that.
is
It's so
Jason
cheesy.
Lives. Okay.
Which one is Jason Takes Manhattan?
I think that's the 5th one, isn't it?
I
don't
know. And then you like the first chapter of It.
Oh,
See,
Manhattan is 8. The 8th one.
It was
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie that traumatized me as a child. And I'm talking the TV Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Prom Night. It's like an older. I don't know if it was like an '80s, '90s, but Prom Night. But
Yeah, it was the early 80s, the one
they
with
had a
Jamie Lee
sleepover, a
Curtis.
bunch of high schoolers, but like somebody got possessed, and like there is nothing more freaky to me and creepy than for someone to like walk up a wall.
Mhm.
And so,
Yeah.
like in that movie, the girl's possessed, and she's going, whatever the girl, she's like, hello, and you turn around and she's up on the ceiling, and I mean, I don't know why, but
But you're just like, nope, nope, nope.
right now that just makes my skin crawl. And I will not watch any of the paranormal movies now because the very first paranormal movie, something happens like at 2 or 3 in the morning, and Sarah and I watched it. We were scared to death. And, normally sleep with some distance between us. I don't know if it's because she doesn't want me to touch her, when she's sleeping. But that's here and there. But, that night we were sleeping super close to each other. And about 3 a.m., there was this huge bang in our house. I think I told y'all this story, and I mean, I got up and I was like, it was like that time of the night. And we had both woken up
man.
by it. And I thought, holy crap. I went through my house with a gun and everything thinking. But I mean, I felt like we were like, we've never watched one after. Never.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't know if I've seen all of them, but I know I've seen the first 2
Yeah.
and maybe the third one.
Never.
There's probably like 6 or 7 of them now at this point.
Watching somebody get yanked backwards into a dark hallway is just
Nope.
too much.
Nope. Okay, so Chet threw out Nosferatu, another great one, and then Greg, yeah, like comedy horror, like Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, I like horror comedies too. Like oh gosh, why am I blanking on it? The British one, Shaun of the Dead. Loved Shaun of the Dead when that came out. And
Return
then
of the Living Dead was filmed. That cabin was in my town.
Oh wow.
in Tennessee.
In the cabin. Yeah, the cabin was down. That's been torn down since, but like, yeah, that cabin was in Tennessee.
Dustin says Adam's Family and Casper, but never Hocus Pocus.
Ah.
I like the remake too.
And then is Corpse Bride Halloween? I would consider it. Yes, yeah, I would say so. And Scott says I could go as him. I'd have to like cut myself off at the knees and walk around that way. There are many more things I could say that would get me in more trouble, so I'll just leave it at Scott short.
Yeah, I figure any Tim Burton movie pretty much is Halloweeny.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands, just
Yeah.
Halloween 1 and 2, the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Freddy versus yeah, you've got to take Freddy versus Jason as a comedy because that was holy moly. Oh, yes,
man.
Dustin. Yes. Killer Clowns. Killer Clowns is fantastic.
That reminds me of college. Me and my former roommate, and one of our other buddies. We used to get together and watch like these kind of like B movie horror movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember I think Killer Clowns from Outer Space was one of the ones that we watched. And I think it was one of the better ones that we watched. Like we watched stuff like Babysitter Massacre and stuff like that.
And Sarah over on Instagram, watching on the Instagram, threw out 13 Ghosts. And 13
yeah.
Ghosts is
Yeah, that's
fantastic
actually pretty
too.
good.
That one
And
was
hey,
actually scarier than I thought it was going to be at times.
I think I brought this up last week, but I just want to, I brought it up myself. Remember, I told y'all about my Professor Plum Halloween
Yep.
costume and G-Dad throwing that out. He always loves bringing that one up. Danny says,
G-Dad, we got to see pictures.
I can imagine Zach as Scott. Okay. And then see this is why I stopped myself, because Dustin said the quiet part out loud in the chat. So, things we think, Dustin, things we don't vocalize. All right. Oh, hold on. Greg threw out another bad horror movie, Chopping Mall.
I've
Just
never heard
name,
of that one.
Me either, but just the name, you know it's going to be good. Like,
Chopping Mall.
there's nothing better than a bad horror movie, in my opinion. Because I feel like there might not be any such thing as a bad horror movie. Oh, well, hey, look who is late to the party. But coming in, and of course, saying hi to Azkhalon first.
Of course she did.
And then she does follow it up saying hi to me and Jason. So there's that. All right. So we're about halfway through the show, and I told the guys ahead of time that I had another topic that I let them know about ahead of time, so that they'd have some time to think about, because I wanted it to be good. And that is any horror movie that you could replace with fictional characters like Disney characters or the Muppets or things like that. What would you do? So I know Azkhalon already had a couple before we started, so I'll let him go first, and then we'll go to Jason. So Azkhalon, and if you guys have any ideas as well that you think would be better than what we come up with, y'all let us know those in the chat, and we'll hit on those here in a second. But Azkhalon, what do you got?
So I don't have any like comical ones. I was trying to think of some funny ones, but I came up with three. The third one's kind of not really a horror movie, but I was thinking Alien, and I was like, what would go good in Alien? Put some Jedi in Alien. I would love to see what would happen there. So going against the Alien, that would be pretty cool. And then for Nightmare on Elm Street, I thought it would be cool to put Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural.
Oh, that would,
Nightmare on
yes.
Elm Street. Like,
yes.
I think that'll be pretty funny to have them in there trying to defeat Freddy and figure all that out. And then the third one was I think somebody had already made like a video version of this. They like spliced together different scenes or whatever. But I just thought it would be funny for Twilight. I know that's not a horror movie, but to put Buffy in it. I've always thought of that as pretty funny. So
have Buffy hunting down all the vampires in Twilight.
So, but in knowing her, she might fall for Edward, and then she takes out Bella when she becomes a vampire. Like, that'll be hilarious. Oh, I just spoiled the Twilight series for you if you never.
You just ruined it.
You just ruined a series that's been out for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, Jason, what you got?
So, I don't know why I love Gremlins so much. I say it a lot, but like
Gremlins is a great movie. That's why.
A great movie. But if I were to like recast it as like some different people, I was just thinking like some people that I like right now that would be funny to see in a movie. People like main character, like Billy, the main character, like being like Paul Rudd. I know Paul Rudd's older, but like maybe have Will Ferrell as his dad, But I know it would be. I mean, a younger Paul Rudd. But
hey, don't hate on. But Paul Rudd looks the same today as he did in 1992. That man does not age.
But Mr. Futterman would be hilarious if like Jack Black were the one rambling about like gremlins and all kinds of stuff like that. But then I think it'd be funny to have like Steve Carell be like the voice of Gizmo. That would be funny. I mean, I don't know. Like, let's see. And then have like somebody like Danny DeVito be like Stripe or whatever. Yeah, Stripe
Yeah,
on
Stripe.
there. I think that would be funny. I don't know why. And then just I would like to have like a reboot of it, but like have some modern characters. I think Gremlins is due for a reboot. That would be one that I
Yeah.
think the kids would love to see a new
I
redo.
think I think if you bring Gremlins now into the 2025 world, you have a whole new generation that you can sell toys to.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that
Yeah,
yet. I'm really
I'm-
shocked.
I mean, it's such a good thing. But like we were watching something today, and Sarah was watching something. There was a castle in England that she's watching this thing, and I guess they had some kind of a they had a drag. They had some kind of a drag thing going on, and this one guy came out, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" And she goes, "What?" I said, "That guy is not pretty in drag at all. He looks like that female version of that gremlin." It was really bad. It was really bad. I'll have to send you a picture of it, but like normally, but it was pretty funny, and it made me think about gremlins for whatever reason.
All right, so mine, I went a little different, but y'all won't be surprised with mine. But this is I took two classic horror movies and immediately made them hysterical by by just replacing one character each. Okay, so first Halloween, okay, OG Halloween. I'm replacing Michael Myers with Beaker.
Okay.
Imagine him chasing you, just walking. Oh my gosh. That took me a second because I had to remember which one Beaker was.
So, that's number one. Okay, but the second one got me laughing even more than that idea. Okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm replacing Leatherface with Swedish Chef.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What in the world?
Swedish Chef was running around with a chainsaw talking in all his nonsense.
Oh man. See, I couldn't think of any like comical ones.
I think if that would be sheer comedy for sure. That would be good stuff.
Muppets, make yourself relevant again.
Yes, they really do. They have not come out with anything in a long time.
Not anything that stuck.
No.
What? See, so Miss Roxy made it in. Oh, Greg makes a good point here. Did everyone watch Back to the Future today? Because today is the day that Marty went back in time.
Oh yeah.
October 26, 1985. 1.21 gigawatts. And Greg cheap plug for Greg here. Greg just put out a video, I think today, I haven't watched it yet, on all of the Back to the Future video games that were created. So when y'all get a chance, y'all hop on over to Greg's game room and watch him go through all of the different various games on the consoles there.
You know, one that'll be, I just thought of something that might be pretty funny. Take characters played by Johnny Depp, like 4 of them, like Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, maybe the Mad Hatter, and put them in the Ghostbusters movies. And then they're the 4 Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I did see a thing where Johnny Depp was going to play Ebenezer Scrooge in an upcoming
Yeah, I saw that.
remake of
Christmas he
Carol.
is, and so there's like 2 Christmas Carol remakes in the works. One with Depp,
really?
and I'm blanking on who the other one was.
I love A Christmas Carol. So I
had it and I lost it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh,
okay. I could see that. But I think the Johnny Depp version is supposed to be different. I think they're diving deeper into
Everything with him is going to be.
Yeah.
You know, he's back in the fold now. So I'm hoping that now that all that stuff is settled out, could we get him back in a Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't know. Hopefully. If they could reboot that series, the money that Disney
would
bring.
Mad that they're not doing the one about the the red-haired pirate in the ride with Margot Robbie. They were supposed to do that. Robbie.
We know who you're talking about.
I can't say her name. But yeah, I was looking forward to that, and then they canceled that one.
So Rob is here saying hi from the Caribbean because Rob is
Nice.
enjoying life on a cruise.
Oh my gosh.
And then Greg says Gremlins 3 is supposedly being made.
There is
Really?
no way.
I have not heard about that. I got to look that up now.
That and a Goonies remake is what I'm hearing. I don't know about the Gremlins, but I heard about Goonies.
Hey, you guys!
I-
Miss Vicky is here. Welcome in, Miss Vicky.
Oh wow. Okay.
Look, Dustin approves. Dustin approves of my movies. I like it. Vicky loves Swedish. I don't know how you can't love Swedish Chef. I love Swedish. And Lori says I have been watching too much Sesame Street. The Muppets are not on Sesame Street. They are different. But I did watch a lot of Sesame Street. Scotty J is in the house. He is off
Scotty
his
J.
cruise.
Yeah. So have you talked to him since his cruise? Did he?
I have
did he have
not.
a great time.
Because I'm sure he had a great time, but I have not because I think he's only been back a day or two, and he was right back at work.
He's not putting any videos or anything for it.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not
I'll
yet.
be looking forward to that.
All right. So Depp as Scrooge will be phenomenal. Yeah, because he pours himself into it. Greg coming in to help us out here. Red is the name of the redheaded pirate on Pirates. And then Dixie is correcting me, saying Kermit is on Sesame Street. Maybe as a guest, but Kermit's not permanently on Sesame Street.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think they were on there.
It's just that the Sesame Street characters look like Muppets. And then Midnight Gamer is in here. Welcome in, Midnight. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Now, we've got another challenge because I want to roll this out here before Azkhalon has to run away tonight and get ready for his other gig this evening since he's double booked. And I don't remember who said it. It may have been Liz, but I've got to steal it because it was so good. Because in the Cam Club Live last night, talking about 2 hours of Azkhalon time tonight, I think it was Liz that said so much as. And I'm like, yeah, that's fantastic. So much as. All right. So here's the challenge. And this is more for the chat than for us because I want to see the chat's answers, although I have my answers as well. And y'all can do this one of two ways, okay? First, of the nerd herd, of the three guys up here on screen, which one of us survives a horror movie? I have my answer, and I logically thought about this, and it is correct. There's absolutely no way that my answer is not correct. But the second way that you can do this, the second way that you can do this is it doesn't just have to be the nerd herd guys, but it can be everybody in the community. So of everybody in the community who survives a horror movie.
Boys, I'm going to go on record.
And Mitch immediately says, get your as tonight. Yes, tonight is the night to get your Azkhalon fix.
Before we see what people put in the chat for that, because I'm very curious about it.
And Dustin says recast Goodfellas with the Sesame Street.
Jason.
I think Jason started the ass stuff. I think you were the first person to call
he did. It's all Jason's fault. Hashtag Jason's fault.
Uh-huh.
So
I love it when people spell it AZZ too. I'm like, oh.
I try to add a fourth one at least.
Yeah.
So okay, so who do we have, fellas? What before we get to the chat and see what the chat says, who do y'all think? Who of the three of us survives a horror movie?
Why don't y'all go first? Because I will tell you why.
Okay, I'm a little biased. Okay. Okay, at first I was thinking Jason, because Jason is a jack of all trades, knows a bunch of stuff. You know, Jason's got probably like a bunch of swords, secret stuff in all of his house. But I was like, I love horror movies, and I'm sorry, I'm throwing that out there. I'm black, so I'm going to survive this horror movie. So I think it's going to be me that makes it through, because I'm not going to be walking into places that I should not be. I'm going to be getting the heck out, and so I will survive.
Okay, so here is my answer. And I, again, logically thought about this. Here's my answer. of the three of us, the one that survives a horror movie is Jason. And here is why. Here's why Jason survives, okay? Azkhalon is only surviving if Jordan Peele is directing the movie.
Yes.
If Jordan Peele is not directing the movie, he's gone quickly. Okay, we all know how horror movies go, and that's a trope that unless Jordan Peele is directing it, that man, bye-bye.
Zach,
Okay.
as is he's probably one of the whitest black guys. Right? He's one of the whitest
That don't
black guys.
mean anything.
Hey, I
But
still
which
got
means he'll
black
last longer,
instincts, though.
which means he'll last longer. He'll be really scared and be like, "Oh, I know how this movie ends, and I'm going to get out of here." But he'll
He
go
may
right
last
into
longer,
the
but he's
arms.
still
But
dying.
that's what I was thinking. I
Okay.
was like, I might die because I might try to get out of there and run away, and I might run right into the killer.
Exactly.
I'm dying because I think I'm too smart. And I think I can outsmart this person. And that's why I am dying, and I know that. Jason is surviving because Jason is showing up at the end of the movie knocking on the door. Guys, I'm here. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Guys, that's why Jason survived. Because he just misses the whole thing. He's late.
But
He
hey,
misses
but hold
the
on
entire
real
thing.
quick though.
And
I
then
do
shows
like
up
that.
at the very end, and the credits are rolling. That's the end credit scene. Is Jason knocking on the door to show up?
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to say, I know Jordan Peele directing it. I'll probably make it, but a lot of movies nowadays have gone woke, as the people say. So that means that's a better chance of me surviving
If
because they
we
gotta
were-
flip
if-
the stereotype.
True.
the
If you
script.
were, but you would have to probably have a little bit of femininity to you, probably.
Oh,
maybe.
never mind. Then I'm not
You'd have
surviving.
to be
then, 'cause I
have a
don't
little
have that.
sassafras, maybe, and then you'd be good.
Are you implying that Scotty J would be the survivor, Jason? Is
Scotty
that what
J
you're-
would survive in a second. Scotty J, listen, Scotty J would be my
ride or
dog.
die?
Yeah,
Scotty-
well, he'd be my ride or die because first of all, Scotty J would be like, "Oh no, we're not going in there. No way."
Nope. You're right.
He would-
100%.
and he would be right on my hip. But I will tell you why I would survive. First of all,
So
is that
Jason says he's going to survive.
I'm
Okay.
going to survive because I've got a lot of pew pews and a lot of things that go in those pew pews, and I have swords, I have knives,
Hey, I got swords too.
I have spears, I have tools. Listen.
You probably got a harpoon too, don't you?
Yes, I could 3D print it if I don't. Listen, I've got a little bit of everything. But we're not dying today. I've got a grinder. I got things to make weapons. But listen, Scotty J, you and me, listen, you just be like, girl, we're not going in there. Jason, let's go. I'll keep you safe.
Scotty J gonna show up like the girl in the Ready or Not movie.
Well, if you look, if
You know,
watch the
y'all know what I'm
videos-
talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you watch movies now, the
like
guys
that
that are
movie.
the guys that are like, they're like, oh no, they're like out. I mean, they last a long time, and and it's a lot of times they survive. But like, no, Scotty would help me survive. I think we would have it on lock.
Let's see what the chat says. Mitch says Jason for sure.
All right, that's one for
Then-
Jason.
Then Danny immediately says, not Jason, not Jason. Rob says, definitely not Mr. Wholesome.
Oh,
So Rob is killing me. Danny says me.
okay. There you go.
Vicky says Jason.
Oh,
That's
Jason.
three.
3 for Jason. Dustin says Azkhalon.
yay.
Mona says Jason.
That's
Oh,
four.
wow.
This is 100% the correct answer. Jason is selling me out. He is the one that is going to set the trap that gets me caught. Yes, that is exactly what would happen.
Oh, man.
Looky here.
Hilarious.
Midnight says, sorry, Raymond. Zach
Ah.
will survive. Let's see. Look, yes, right, Mandy. It's hard. I have brains, as is used to playing horror games, and Jason has thousands of hobbies and talents. So, Mandy, I'm curious what your answer ends up being. So, Josie Ann says Azkhalon. Oh, and Lori, off topic, but I type as because it's shorter. I think that's how we all say it because it's shorter. Oh, look. Double A is correct, 100% correct. For a movie today, it's Jess or Dixie. Okay. Because nothing with a dongle succeeds or survives.
Oh,
Dixie says Raymond has a jump reflex. He's leaving us behind.
Yeah.
You're running around like a scaredy cat. What Dixie
Thank
just
you.
said.
I'm surviving.
right into the arms of something bad, probably though.
But then I might can, dodge around it.
Yes.
So Lori comes back and says Azkhalon is surviving.
Woo-woo. I like what Greg says once you get to it.
Double A says Azkhalon's logic laid out like Eddie Murphy. Look. Yep, black people go first.
Oh, not in 2025, they don't.
That's funny.
Oh, this is good. Oh, hold on. Somehow my thing. Where it is?
Yeah, this is how I win. Look.
What? Look, yeah, Dustin survived by lateness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, chat Ty's over here holding up
Well,
Uno's.
if that's the case, then yeah, Zach, you and I are probably gone because you'll already be there because you would have been there early, so you would
Yep.
already been killed by the time I even get there.
Vicky's 100% right. Cheryl would survive because she'd turn around and go. Cheryl wouldn't leave the house.
That's what I would do.
Cheryl would already be asleep.
I'm the killer now.
And Jason is like a ninja. Yep.
I'm like a big chubby ninja, dude. Yes.
And let's see. Dustin says Jason can't die. He's got too many hats to make itself.
I'm trying to stick around until you get to Greg's comment.
Yeah, Scotty J would survive, but controversial Scott would just laugh. Controversial Scott would last near the end because he's like Odd Job's height. He could go hide in a vent or something like that, and they ain't gonna be able to find him. Like the only reason Scott dies is if the killer accidentally like trips over him in the floor. And then Dixie says, "Jason, we all are coming to your house."
Yes.
Yeah.
When the zombie apocalypse takes place.
I have food stores.
All right, yeah, we got to get there. We got to drive 3 hours, but we'll
Greg
get there.
Greg lines
That's what
up
I'm waiting for.
100% with what Double A was saying. Need a final girl, and none of us are girls, so it would be one of the wives making it out. Or yeah, and Mandy goes with Jason. Mandy. Why can't we just get into the running cart? Right, Double A. I
Exactly.
know.
That's what.
Because it's
that's-
probably a stick shift, and I don't think either one of these jokers can drive a stick shift.
Hey,
Nope.
look, in that situation, I will be driving that stick shift.
We will make it work. All right, Azkhalon, I know that you've got to jump off here.
Yeah, I got to
We're
head
getting ready,
on.
so I'll
be
go
over
ahead
there.
and make you big so that you can close yourself out here.
All right, I got nothing profound, but happy Halloween to everybody. So I recorded a water park simulator episode. I forgot today. So I'm trying to get that out by the end of the week. That might end up being my Halloween episode that I post on Halloween Day for you guys to watch at your convenience. I will not be streaming this Friday because it is Halloween, but Wednesday, I got a game called Hellmart. It's the demo. And so it's like I'm working in this 24-hour convenience store and these scary things happen. So that'll be my scary game for Wednesday. And then I got some college football stuff in the works as well. So I'm going to get out of here. Again, happy Halloween, everybody. I will see you guys. If you're joining the Cam Fam Live, I will see you guys in a little bit. If not, I will see you guys next week. Y'all take care. All right, bye, fellas. I'm going to make sure I don't end the broadcast, though.
Yeah, don't end the broadcast.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
just
yeah.
add you to the bottom here. There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh, that didn't work. There we go. So now Azkhalon is off.
As is out.
As is out. So I meant to do this with him on, and we just got carried away. So I'll go ahead and put it out to you, Jason, and I'll talk to him about it after the fact. But I'm throwing out this challenge. Okay, throwing out this challenge to you and to Azkhalon. Okay, Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas. Okay, Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas. I was sent the media date today. And actually it was late last week. It was while I was sick. And we are not going to be able to make media night for it because it is the Sunday at the end of our Thanksgiving break.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. So it can't take off that Monday. Can't make that happen.
Yeah.
Which is actually for the best because Chad would probably much rather scare act than walk through it, and he wouldn't be able to scare act.
He
So,
goes, yeah.
so first weekend in December,
Okay.
Nerd Herd takes Sir Henry's.
That would be awesome.
And I'll say, it can just be the Nerd Herd boys. Chad, of course, will come and scare act, or we could make it a whole family thing, and the wives come and we do it all up, and we all go down. What, Jess? Why am I signing her up for something? Listen, like she wouldn't have.
If they don't want to, I mean, I don't know.
Jess enjoyed it last time, but they could stay in the courtyard area and hang.
Yeah.
But because I was thinking we could all go down there, and this is either with or without them. We get a hotel, a couple rooms, and I mean, if it's just the guys, we could all share a room.
Yeah.
But we go down there, we hit up the Lakeland Antique Mall during the day.
Oh, yeah.
Do some Christmas shopping, and then we all take Sir Henry's that night.
As soon as I get off, I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Sarah. I'm going to talk to her about it, because that would be a fun, even a date weekend. You know,
because I was just thinking, and we don't necessarily even have to take off work. I know it's a much more difficult and tiring thing to do, but we could drive down Friday after we're all off work.
Yeah.
Just get to the hotel late, but then everybody can sleep in Saturday. We do the antique mall in Lakeland, which that'll take you a while to get through, because they've got so much to see, and all of that Disney stuff and Universal stuff that, we'll probably all spend more money than we want or need to there. Yeah. And then we can all go to the event or get over there so that Chad can get ready. And, if Ty wants to act along with him, and then we can all do our own stuff.
Such a good time. And Joshua might want to go as well.
We could make it a full thing. And who was going to be chomping at the bit here in all of this is Mike.
Oh, I would love to see Mike.
I know that would be a huge highlight for you Mike and Raymond to both be able to meet Mike too. And I know that he would love that.
Listen, I got to make that happen. I got to meet Mike. Listen, all y'all on here on our show, I've got to meet at some point. I have.
Yes.
Scotty, everybody, I have to meet all of y'all. Y'all are just so funny, and I love that it's so random, the group of people. So we have people from all over. I mean, people that just, you wouldn't put us in the same groups if you saw us, but when you all our interests have just made us all like friends. It's so cool.
It is. I mean, that's why these meetups are great that, the folks in the cruise community put together, and, the group cruises they do. So it's fantastic. So, it was great, with the fact that we got to meet Mandy and we got to meet Roxy.
Mandy was as advertised. She was a lot of fun.
And then, Danny will get to meet us in March when we are going up to Helen. And, we'll have to see if we can get Jason up there, because it's just the same drive for him. As it is us.
We love Helen.
So it's a possibility that we could all get up there and have a good time in March. But so I'm not 100% sure if they're doing 2 weekends yet for Sir Henry's, but I know that for a fact, because I've already checked with Zach, the owner over there, is that they will be open that first weekend for sure. So we could do that. And I checked the schedule.
Yeah.
And that is just championship game weekend, Jason. So,
okay.
And I don't think Tennessee is going to be in the SEC championship.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
So
no. And I don't want to be in that game. Can we be honest? I don't want to be in that game. I don't. That's going to be think about it. Who's going to be in that game? And
look, Mandy will be in Helen too.
Oh, that's cool.
Mandy will be in Helen. And I know that Ron will be in Helen.
Oh yeah.
And look, Danny says love to meet you. And then it is March 6th through the 8th. So we plan on driving up after work on the 6th, and just driving home on the 8th and spending Saturday all day. And Lori is saying it just like we're all thinking it. It is time to head on over to the Cam Fam. So Jason and I will end it real quick so that we can head over there. So, Jason, you got something to send everybody off with?
I don't have anything crazy, guys. I just want to say thank you guys so much for continuing to watch our show, continuing to follow along with us, and just loving on us and just kind of keep us in line. But we're just going to keep growing. Excuse me, keep growing the community, and let's head over to CamFam. Let's have a good night.
And I'll echo that, and I will apologize. I have not put last week's episode up on Spotify yet. For those of you that like listening to it on the podcast side of things, because I was sick, and I was sick on the days that I usually download and do that. So I will get last week's and this week's episode up this week for y'all that like to download and listen to those on the go. And really quick here, Dustin has a question for you, Jason, before we go. Do we have a date on the site launch?
Yeah, it's going to be the end of this month. So
End of this week?
Well, the end of this week, barring any kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, I've done a soft launch. I didn't want to throw that in because we're about over, but I've done like a little soft opening with some people, and I've gotten some really good feedback. And I had some people send in photos, and we even had some issues with a few things that we had to work through, which was great because I didn't want it to be perfect. I wanted some little issues here and there. I had a guy ordered some hats. I accidentally shipped them to me and said he sending them straight to him. So it's been a comedy kind of a week just figuring things out. And I apologized to him, and he was like, man, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, I know, but this is my first. It was actually wasn't my first drop ship, but it was a first drop ship from multiple hat companies. And so I jacked it up, but he wasn't mad at all. So it's been fun. So I'm excited about it.
Next week, guys, if it's live, we'll be sure to showcase it here on the show for y'all.
Perfect, yeah.
So that Jason can get everything out there. But yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and head over to the CamFam, and we will see you there, guys.
Absolutely. Bye, y'all.